Neocolonialism in Aotearoa New Zealand, the corporate capture of democracy. The election of the 2023 right-wing coalition government in New Zealand represents a potential shift towards a form of domestic neocolonialism. In this model, state power is leveraged by a coalition of corporate elites, ex-politicians, and financial interests to serve private sector profit and growth as its primary objective. This agenda systematically dismantles public institutions, scientific knowledge, and democratic accountability, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of power and inequality. A core strategy of this project is the termination of systems that provide evidence of social failure. The government has defunded critical data collection, such as the census and social issue monitoring, creating an evidence vacuum where problems like poverty and homelessness can be denied due to a lack of official proof. Weakened democratic participation by implementing voting procedures that disenfranchise vulnerable groups, such as young people and immigrants, who may struggle with complex bureaucratic requirements, with no provision of assistance. Dismantled climate action by rolling back key decarbonization policies, prioritizing short-term economic interests over the scientific consensus and New Zealand's international climate commitments. To maintain popular support while enacting these policies, the government and its allies in private media employ a strategy of reframing and distraction. Systemic issues are redefined as personal failures. Poverty is framed as a lack of personal responsibility, and historical grievances of colonization are dismissed as divisive wokeness. Policy failures are rebranded as successes. The housing crisis is managed through techniques like culling waiting lists and moving rough sleepers out of sight, creating the appearance of improvement. Meanwhile, media narratives celebrate these actions as necessary fiscal prudence. Cultural marginalization is used as a political tool. The deprioritization of Te Reo Māori in history and education is not merely a budget cut, it is an erasure of counter-narratives that challenge the dominant power structure. The results of this governance model reveal its true nature. While the government presides over negative macroeconomic indicators like rising inflation and unemployment, the private business sector reports record profits. This divergence is not a coincidence but a direct consequence of policy. Wealth is being extracted upward, creating a wealthy elite that prospers while workers are left behind. The fact that many citizens support the political forces perpetuating this inequality underscores the success of the media and cultural strategies employed. This domestic context is inextricably linked to New Zealand's global stance, particularly on climate change. The concept of climate justice makes it clear that the systems driving social inequity are the same ones driving environmental degradation. A government that dismisses both climate science and historical inequity is rejecting the principles of a just transition. By undermining public welfare, marginalizing critical voices, and prioritizing corporate profit, the current administration threatens to isolate New Zealand on the world stage. The duty to challenge this state of affairs and advocate for an equitable society ultimately falls to grassroots movements and a reinvigorated labor ethos that can articulate a vision beyond this new, corporate neocolonialism. This analysis argues that the 2023 right-wing coalition government in Aotearoa New Zealand represents a form of domestic neocolonialism, where state power is co-opted by corporate and financial elites to serve private profit over public good. The text outlines a systematic agenda to dismantle democratic accountability, public institutions, and evidence-based policy. Core strategies include defunding critical data collection to create an evidence vacuum, weakening democratic participation through bureaucratic disenfranchisement, and dismantling climate action. These policies are maintained through media-driven distraction, reframing systemic issues like poverty as personal failures, and erasing counter-narratives, particularly those related to Māori culture and history. The result is a stark divergence between rising corporate profits and declining public welfare, revealing a governance model of upward wealth extraction. The analysis concludes by linking this domestic neocolonialism to global climate injustice, arguing that the fight for an equitable society now depends on grassroots and labor movements to articulate a vision beyond this corporate capture of democracy.